Hi everyone. There's a motorcycle doing its little thing outside, so I think it's leaving, but I'm back. I have more products to show you guys, if you can even believe it. Yeah, I've just been going crazy. You guys know I've had a very slow summer and early fall in terms of work. And last month it really picked up, and I don't know what else to say. I just kind of lost my cool for a bit and kind of just shopped to my heart's desire. But at the same time, I don't think I think I got things that I've been wanting, or I think I made smart purchases. So I have 2 more purchases since my haul video came out. And then we're gonna move on to the actual topic of today's video. My phone and my laptop, which you guys are situated on right now, are both dying soon. So I'm gonna try to be quick, but let's just get into them. First item, I got this like the day after I posted that video. This is the Saltaire Saltwater Vanilla Nourishing Body Oil, and I've been using it every single day. I get so excited to take a shower because, I get so excited to take a shower now because I know I'm going to lather myself in this oil when I get out. It is so luxurious feeling, and it is not greasy. Here's the thing, I do not like the sensation of having certain lotions or oils on my hands. I feel like they immediately dry my hands out, even though they're supposed to be like moisturizing. Somehow when I get certain lotions or oils on my hands, I just have this weird sensory, I don't like it. This, I have not experienced that at all. I don't have to wash my hands. Before, when I was using certain products, like I used the Kiehl's Creme de Corps for a long time, and I love that scent, okay? But I would have to wash my hands after I used it and then use a hand cream afterwards. And that was the only way to get that feeling off of my hands. I don't feel that at all. I can use this and like rub my hands, rub the rest of the oil into my hands, and it feels fine. So this is a game changer. It was only $23, which is, I feel like for the amount of product and for the results, I'm very happy with that price, and I will be purchasing. It's also like a glass bottle. It just feels so nice. And it smells good too. I don't like the smell as much as the Creme de Corps, but every other aspect of it is superior. So, and I was not gonna pay. I bought that bottle of Creme de Corps so long ago, and I made it last for so long, and I still have some. But I didn't, like, towards the end, I just stopped using it because I didn't like it, but I love the smell. Anyways, I'm really happy with that. Then we have another TikTok purchase, of course. This is the Mary Ruth's Daily Liquid Hair Formula Hair Support, and the flavor Blueberry Pomegranate. I just got this in the mail this morning, and I tried it. I took 2 tablespoons with a little cup of apple juice because I didn't want to, it was very thick and syrupy, and I didn't want to just drink it on its own, so I mixed it in with a little bit of apple juice. I can't tell you how I feel about this product because I just got it. I'm hoping that with the other hair thing that I got will help. People seem to really love this brand, and I've actually known about this brand for a long time, but it's super popular on TikTok right now. I am a little concerned that like this could be some weird knockoff that people sell on TikTok, but I'm not gonna overthink it. So hopefully it works. Okay, let's get into what I really want to talk about. The other night I read Convenience Store Women, sorry. No, it is woman. It's woman. It's not women. Oh my God, I just found out, unrelated, I just found out on TikTok that Gen Z, or maybe it's Gen Alpha, they pronounce women as woman. Is that true? Do you guys know anyone in your life that pronounces the plural of women as woman? Let me know, because that is crazy. Okay. Who is the author of this book? Hold on. I read it in literally like 18 hours. Okay, Sayaka Murata is the author. It is a Japanese book, and it was translated by, who is it translated by? Okay, I don't see the translation, but whatever. It is a book about a woman who works at a convenience store in Japan. She's worked there since the day it opened, since before the day it opened. She's worked there its entirety of its life as a convenience store, and she kind of measures her life in different ways. So like she measures her life in the form of being a convenience worker, and then her own life. And since the store is open 24 hours, it is really interesting to think like this store has been open for 19 years or however long it was, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Like the lights have never shut off. There's never not somebody working in the store. And she really devotes her life to this store. And as she's getting older now, she's really confronted by society and the way that it treats people who do not conform. And she's not in a relationship. She's not interested in being in a relationship. And she's definitely coded as like neurodivergent for sure. There's a lot of isolation, and she feels very, honestly, like non-human. And she's treated like horribly. Like there's one character in the book who, so yeah, she has all this pressure to either find a husband, get married, or move up in her career. And to the point where when people ask her why she still works at this convenience store, she has her older sister come up with excuses for her. And the one excuse that she's been going with is that she has a health problem. But that excuse isn't really working, because at the job she's at now, she has to be on her feet a lot. So people are like, then why are you working there? Because, you know, you're on your feet. It's kind of a rough job to have if you have these medical conditions, you know? So, she has this new coworker come in, and he's like an incel, and he's always talking about the Stone Age and always talking about the way that it is for men or how it used to be or whatever. And he gets fired eventually. He's a very bad employee, but he gets fired for kind of stalking this female customer. And then she finds him stalking the store like the next day, and she invites him to lunch, and he's just so cruel to her, like so cruel. And she kind of just takes it, like she doesn't even respond to it. But what she feels is a kinship towards this guy, because he also doesn't fit into society. and I think he's like around the same age as her, maybe a few years younger, but he also doesn't have a wife and he doesn't have a partner, and he's also working at this convenience store. So she definitely feels a kinship towards him. And so they kind of come up with this arrangement where he lives with him and he's almost like her pet. Like she refers to like it's feeding time when she like gives him food and stuff like that. And so in exchange for him getting to live with her, she gets to kind of pretend like this is her man, so people will be off her back. And people become obsessed to the point of at work, she's like trying to get things done at work, and all the other customers or all the other employees are just so fixated on the fact that she finally found a man that they're like not even doing their job, and it's like stressing her out. Like, what are you guys doing? There's customers, like you guys need to like focus, you know, because her whole life is this convenience store. And but it just goes to show how much they are concerned about this conventional way of like fitting into society and what is right, you know. So, and it's like so real, that feeling of like the way people put pressure on you to be in a relationship, or like if you're single and happy, like sometimes people can't accept that. And I was single for a very long time, and there is that like, I mean, I'm in my late 20s now and I am in a relationship and I've been in a relationship, so I'm not dealing with that right now, but that like pressure or feeling like no one's gonna outright say it to you when you're single, but like this feeling of you're not doing something right if you are single, you know, or with your career. And like me at 28 now, for the first time in my life in the last like year, I really have felt this pressure, or not pressure, but I have started comparing myself to other people, like my friends who are in the medical field. I have a few friends who are either in school, like in medical school, or already in the field of medicine. And I do like feel sometimes so inadequate, or just like, what am I doing with my life? Like these people who are both younger than me are just so on paper farther ahead of me. And it helps to know that like a lot of my coworkers, oh, that was loud. A lot of my coworkers are actually older than me. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. But I have a few coworkers who are older than me. And it just reminds me like there's no shame in just having a normal like job that's not like a career, but just like a normal job. And honestly, I'm really happy at my job. And even if something came along that was like a great opportunity, even as like I hopefully will make more money on YouTube in the next couple years as I build my ASMR channel, I really do think that having this job that I have now is so good for me. It's so soul enriching. I like to be of service to other people. I like interacting with strangers. I like interacting with my coworkers. I like having to have the patience of sitting or standing somewhere for an hour and feeling uncomfortable and knowing that like it's a life lesson. Like every day is a life lesson, and there's so much like value in every type of job. So not getting like caught up in society's idea of like what is a job that deserves merit or whatever, like no, just working and like being of service and committing yourself to something, like that is something that you should be proud of. Like that is esteemable. So yeah, those are just some thoughts that I've had. I don't even know. I don't even know if I like finished. She quits that job because she does have her boyfriend or her fake boyfriend. And then I don't remember what they're doing, but they go out and she goes to this convenience store and she's like, everything's all wrong. Like the stock is not organized correctly. And he's like, what are you doing? And she's like, no, like you don't understand. Like convenience store is my life. Like I can't pretend, you know? And it made me think, like, because I read Service by John Tottenham earlier this year, which is a book about him hating his job. But it made me realize that I love books about people at work. So if anyone has any recommendations for like books about just people at their jobs, let me know. I'm finding that that is a niche that I'm very into. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for listening to my little rant. Okay, really quick. I'm sorry. I have to just say something really quick. A point that I forgot to mention is, as an artist, if you are kind of in a similar boat to me and feeling like, you know, I decided to take a non-traditional path and I wanted to be an artist, I wanted to create things, or, you know, whatever it is. I wanted to be an actor, I wanted to be a dancer, I wanted to be a painter, whatever. And you're maybe in your late 20s or early 30s or 40s even, and you're feeling like bummed that you have to go to a normal job. I just want to remind people that you really do have to find, you have to find the parts of your everyday, monotonous, boring life. You have to find the joy and the creation, the creativity, and like, you just have to be able to extract from those things. Does that make sense? Like, there are a lot of people who are doing art full time. Like, they're making money doing their art. And I genuinely, I'm not even just saying this, I think that they're missing out on a lot of like what it is to be a person in, I'm speaking for America, in like a capitalist society. Just the daily interactions, and like, good for them, but there are a lot of things, there are a lot of enriching experiences that you have at like a normal job that you may hate, but you're seeing like so many different sides to humanity, and there's so much to draw from that. So I don't know if that was really what I wanted to say. Like, sometimes I have ideas for what I want to talk about, and then when I turn on the camera, I'm completely just flustered and don't know how to get to my point. But I hope you can kind of draw from what I was saying. But anyways, for real now, bye.